Hi, I am Dr. S. Bhupati Vijayaraghavan, a diagnostic radiologist practicing at Sonoscan Coimbatore for the past 35 years. Here I wish to introduce the virtual web training program on our online platform sonoshare.in. We have been conducting a 1-month foundation course in sonography of obstetrics for physicians, obstetricians and radiologists for the past 3 decades. This program has evolved into a complete structured program by constant revisions because of feedback from the trainees over the years. Because of the difficulties of physical training now, we have converted this program into a online web training program. This can be listened to anytime, anywhere and any number of times during the course period of 3 months. I will explain about this program using a PowerPoint presentation. Now, practice of sonography involves the following steps: anatomy of the region you are scanning, applied physics, and basic principles of sonography. Then we pass on to the technique of performing the scan, the guidelines and protocols for the particular scan. For here, this is the second trimester scan, and the pattern recognition of normal and abnormal, and the checklist for the particular section, and then from that recognize lead point feature which is abnormal, and then proceed to from that image to the diagnosis. So these are the, and then refer books for regarding the particular diagnosis. So these are the various steps of practice of sonography, of which the applied physics and basic principles, there is a separate online course on sonoshare.in by the name of Foundation Course Sonography of Applied Physics and Basic Principles. And in the second trimester scan, we are covering the technique, guidelines and protocols, pattern recognition, checklist, and the lead point feature. Now, the technique involves learning the orientation of the image and the probe and various movements of the probe and method of getting the image or a particular section, and analyze whether the correctness of the image, and if it is not correct, how to the technique for getting the correct image is described, and then proceed on to the technique for each fetal part. So all these are covered in this foundation course on second trimester scan. Now, second trimester scan can be learned. All this can be learned by self, or it can be a supervised learning. So what is the advantage of supervised learning? The time you spend on learning will be much less compared to self-learning, and the confidence level after a supervised learning will be much more than the self-learning. Now, supervised learning was done in the training program at Sonoscan in the form of a 1-month foundation course for obstetric scan, which was structured. There was a lecture the trainees will listen to, and a corresponding demo will be done after completion of that lecture. And then the trainee, one of our consultants will hold the hand of the trainee and do scans for them to know about the various movements and how the image changes with various movements. And then the trainees take images which are reviewed at the end by the consultant, and the technique is corrected, and the faults are pointed out, and ways of correcting are described. And then the correct image is obtained by the trainee, and from there either by the pattern recognition or by the checklist, the lead point abnormal sign is recognized, and from there you progress to the diagnosis. So this was the structure of the course at Sonoscan. Now, because of the difficult time where we cannot have physical training, we have converted this into the online virtual web training program, which involves 9 modules and one module per week. So each module they will have 3 to 4 lectures. The first lecture will be active. Once you finish the first lecture, the second lecture will become active. Once you finish the one module, the next module will become active. After when you go for the next module, the previous module and the videos you can watch any number of times. So the advantage of the virtual web training program is you can watch or listen to anytime, anywhere, and any number of times during the 3 month period. And there are 18 lectures in these 9 modules. And there is another program with assessment of images where you can upload the images and it will be corrected. Corrections will be told and you can re-upload the images. This will be available soon. Now I'll give some examples of how the various modules are working. First is the orientation of the image, which is explained with the mannequin image and the scan image, which is explained by the placement of the probe and which corresponds to which part of the image. Like that it is explained. And the transducer part, the footprint and the probe mark are described and their place on the image is shown, and the various planes of scanning are explained, and this is how the orientation of the image is explained in the sagittal and transverse scan, and the how to follow the convention of sagittal to transverse, how to rotate the probe is described, and the various movements of the probe are explained by videos on the mannequin show like this, and you see the fetal mannequin and the adult mannequin. This the handheld scan and the correct image both are done by various videos on the fetal mannequin and abdomen mannequin. There are 125 videos to explain this. And take this example, you have the do the survey scan and you know the fetal position, you know the fetal head, and you take the attempt to take the BPD HC plane, and sometimes you get the correct image, but most of the times you get some fault error in the image. Like this you see the roof of the orbit, so you get by chance and you are satisfied, but if you get by mistake, you should know how to get the correct image. That is explained by the fetal mannequin. This is how the probe is placed for the wrong image, and from there how to rotate the transducer is explained, and the corresponding change of the image is also explained when you rotate like that, and the technique to get the correct image is explained. And coming to the example of the situs, first identification of the site, the steps involved, like this it is shown. You imagine that you are lying like the fetus and which side is up, anterior, so that is right, and that is put on the image. Like this the various fetal positions are explained. Then it comes to the technique for the fetal parts. You have to follow a technique for each fetal part. That saves time and makes the chance of missing an anomaly less by following a technique for each fetal part. So an example of the upper limb is shown here. That is the first step, axial scan through the lower chest. Then axial scan with part of the humerus, then rotate the transducer for long axis of the humerus, then short axis for humerus and forearm, then long axis of the forearm. So this is how you have to do the technique so that you are sure that you have scanned the entire upper limb, and the corresponding video is shown. The transverse scan of the chest, transverse scan of the chest and humerus, then rotate to get the long axis of the humerus, and then short axis of the humerus and forearm, then long axis of the forearm. So then you are now sure that you have scanned all the three segments of the four limbs. Then next step is analysis of the section. By pattern recognition you can pick up abnormality, or you follow the checklist. When in the checklist, each part of the image is explained like this. For example, anterior complex is explained, the parts of the anterior complex is shown, and if there is abnormality of the anterior complex, then that forms the lead point sign. So like this, for each section, each part in the each section, you will get a lead point sign, and from the lead point sign you proceed to the image to diagnosis. Now another situation here, one example, this is a fetus with ACM, and you know that we have to rule out spina bifida. That is the longitudinal scan of the spine, but you don't see, the spine looks normal. So, but there is a fluid filled area here. So whether this is amniotic fluid or a meningocele, how to differentiate? So here the importance of amniotic fluid. So same fetus, when there is the contrast of the amniotic fluid, you see nicely the meningocele, which is obscured here. So the importance of amniotic fluid is explained. Like this, the various tips for better diagnosis and to avoid misdiagnosis are described. So then you proceed from image to diagnosis. If it is a simple anomaly, you make the diagnosis, or you can go to extended protocol with confidence like fetal echo, neuro, etc. So after this successful completion of this course, you will be definitely be more confident and relieved of the stress of missing a finding, and you can progress confidently to learn the extended protocols like fetal echo and neurosonogram. To attend the course, please log on to www.sonoshare.in. Thank you.